Olá, boa noite. Eu sou o Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 5 de Runaway 3, uma reviravolta do destino. Ontem, finalmente reunimos todo mundo no mesmo tempo, no mesmo espaço. Brian, ao escapar do hospício, foi ao apartamento do Dr. Bennett em Nova York recuperar as fitas das sessões de hipnose. Dina e Gabo, escapando de Wasabi, foram para o mesmo apartamento encontrar a juíza para examinar essas fitas que inocentam Brian. E examinando essas fitas, já tivemos o resumo de tudo o que aconteceu na morte do Kordsmeyer. O Brian não conseguiu subir no edifício porque foi nocauteado por um cara gigantesco. Dina e Gabo foram surpreendidos com a juíza e presos por tarântula, que exige uma sentença contra o Brian, chantageando a juíza com a vida da filha dela. Ela mostra a foto da filha e exige a sentença sob pena de causar mal à filha da juíza. Dina consegue se soltar da algema e ia chamar a atenção de um mendigo na rua, mas, surpreendida, acaba derrubando o balde com suco na rua e acordando o Brian, que estava desacordado no passeio.
Since I don't feel like having another homeless individual slap me upside the head again, I shall try the diplomatic approach. Hey, you, lummox, come out if you feel like it.
Lay off the insults, pal. I haven't dissed anyone here.
Haven't dissed anyone. You slapped me across the face harder than Bud Spencer.
And I shall repeat that gift for you, pal, if ever you try to prance into my office again without an appointment. By the way, do me a favor and call me by my nom de plume, Mr. Tom Finnegan, scriptwriter.
Scriptwriter? Have you written the script of any real movies?
Too many, pal. So many I don't have any ideas left in my head.
You're out of ideas? Hey, I have tons of them.
Oh, no. Here we go. Why is it everyone thinks we scriptwriters will be interested in other people's ideas?
'Cause you don't have any of your own?
Pal, your reasoning is flawless. Let your imagination flow, pal.
Citizen Kane Lego. Great cinema with little toy people.
No, I'm not seeing it. Sincerely, I cannot envision that.
The Troubled Water Vessel with Spectacles. A post-Freudian thriller with Nouvelle Vague overtones.
No, I'm not seeing it. Sincerely, I cannot envision that.
There's a woman with a dog named Milady, and a guy says to her,
No, I'm not seeing it. Sincerely, I cannot envision that.
Into the Sea 2.
No, I'm not seeing it. Sincerely, I cannot envision that.
Eu já sabia que era essa a ideia aqui que eu tinha que dar.
A dorky guy's driving along and hits a girl being chased by the Sandretti Mafia clan.
I don't know. That could be golden chicken material. Pal, please be so kind. Come into my office. A nerdy guy is driving along and hits a girl. A beautiful one, of course. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Step, step, step. Help! The Sandretti Mafia clan is chasing me.
Step, 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 step. Hey, damn, she's getting away.
Ah!
What a pretty girl. I'll take her to the hospital. We'd have to change the name of the Mafia clan. I don't want those Sandretti brothers coming over to mess up my office, my wardrobe, or my smooth skin. One thing's clear. We've got a blockbuster on our hands. I just need to know how it ends. Anyway, why were you paying me this visit, pal?
Is that furniture from IKEA?
Some of it might be, but I prefer the second-hand market. Recycling and pinching my nose are my best personal shopping consultants.
What do you know about the building across the way there?
Ha! It's filled with as many different variants of the stuck-up and upwardly mobile as you can think of. On the first floor are Daddy's girls and a television talk show host. And on the second are some immature athletes and a snooty broker. And so on until reaching the penthouse, where a psychiatrist lives who thinks he's Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, é mesmo. Dr. Bennett parece o Duende Verde ou o médico do Beyond Two Souls.
Tell me about your scripts.
I did a TV series called Barbara's Crest. Talk about melodramatic crap. They paid me well, but you'd have to be bonkers to watch the show.
Eu sei como continuar a história.
I think I know how to continue the plot of the nerdy guy.
Let your imagination flow, pal.
The girl and the geek escape from the mafia and... they lock themselves into a room and start exploring the use of their family jewels and the like.
No, I'm not seeing it. Sincerely, I cannot envision that.
E não sou roteirista de filme pornográfico. Drag queens no deserto, claro.
They meet 3 drag queens who are lost in the desert.
That's been done a million times, but it might work. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
3 damsels?
Ooh, what a stud.
Hop in our bus, big boy. Step, step, step.
Come here, there's a great view.
Yes, this is a great view.
There could be a big audience for that. Then what?
The Sandrettis find them again. They run away and reach a village in the old Far West, inhabited by hippies, hackers, and...
a Mexican fortune teller. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Gee, what a swell town. I'll remember it as long as I live.
Wee-wee-woo. He's gonna see that crazy Indian fortune teller.
Come, I'll show you the real chicken ritual. That's all I need. With this material, I've got enough to write a masterpiece. It'll take me 3 or 4 months to finish up the plot, a few more to polish it, and 6 weeks to iron out the dialogue. Thanks for your help, pal. The golden chicken awaits us.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
One is full of liquid, and the other's with some sort of olives that are extremely reminiscent of cockroaches. I'll open this one. Let the cucarachas rest in peace. Oh. Chloroform, or something worse. A half-second more and I'd be unconscious.
Não tem nada para pegar clorofórmio? Não. Nenhum lenço. Tem um carrinho ali para subir mais no prédio, mas não é nesse prédio que ele quer ir.
Is it curved, or are my eyes bugging out on me?
Também não é esse prédio caindo aos pedaços que ele quer.
If this was on Bennett's building, I'd try. But here, for the little benefit I'll reap, I'm not risking it. Nice building. All that's left is an empty shell. The chain it's hanging from is attached to the arm of the crane. Pretty cool idea, huh?
Grande ideia.
Rubble! Could perfection be any more beautiful than in a striking piece of rubble? Perhaps in a white twisty tie or, well, Gina. I've decided to take this one because the placement of the 2 bits of metal creates such a sublime equilibrium that the majesty of the chunk at the base is emphasized to utter perfection. Though in all truthfulness, the rest of it fully merits its description using the poetic term rubble. as well. That's kind of an awkward place to put a hammer. I can hardly see it. It's not the latest model, but I'm sure it could be used for something. Hey, one time I saw a catalog from the Japanese company that manufactures these contraptions. Turns out they're designed to withstand an entire building falling on top of them. Darn, it's locked.
Tenho nada para abrir isso aí, tem.
No way. I couldn't break that if I pounded on it all night long. It's made of special glass, too. These vehicles are specially armored to keep the worker inside safe during demolitions.
Nem sei por que eu quero abrir aquilo lá, né? Mas devo querer.
There's something hanging from the hole. It's locked with a padlock. What if there's an alarm hooked up? I'd rather not risk it. It's hanging from the hole in the sliding metal door. All right. It's similar to the ones stevedores use to lift stuff.
Agora eu tenho alguma coisa para abrir ali.
A wall, containers, garbage, and an overwhelming stench. No, too much light is already going through, and I don't want too many people to see me. Good idea. I'll stick it right next to the lock, in the space between the door and the driver's cab, to see if the lock busts off. Presto. Let's see how this works.
Ele vai subir nessa placa?
Yes! I don't know if I'll be able to use it for anything, but at least I figured out why the sheet of iron was there. It was covering a ditch.
O prédio é em outra rua, em outra... buraco aqui para ele entrar.
I can't see very far down, but... Look! A briefcase!
Era lógico, né? Que ia ter uma mala num buraco coberto por uma placa metálica.
Wow! A blowtorch! That could come in handy. In addition to finding the blowtorch inside, I don't see what other purpose it would serve me. Script Planet Restaurant, staff only. I shouldn't, but it is a restaurant, and I am kinda hungry.
Grosso,
Hold your horse feathers. Somebody's knocking at the door.
But
No one. People are so rude these days. My deepest thanks for allowing me to enter your humble abode. Encyclopedias, life insurance? Do you believe in life everlasting? Is your furniture from IKEA? By the way, allow me to introduce myself. Jonah Johnson, unemployed actor and acting waiter. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Brian Basco.
My mistake. No pleasure at all. How can I help you, my friend?
So you're an actor.
Actually, I'm a waiter by vocation, but for the time being, I'm willing to do as a professional actor until I find something more up my alley.
I'd say you're a waiter right now.
Touché. Allow me to exit stage left and commit suicide. I'll be right back.
Are you alone?
Are you coming on to me, sir? A little respect. I'm a youth. I'm a little lost lamb. And if you're on the lamb, you ought to leave me alone. Get out of here. The restaurant's closed, and I'm by myself. I have to wait for the drunkard at table 23 to wake up before I can go home.
Who's the drunk guy at table 23?
One of our illustrious customers, a bigwig from the movie industry. He's gonna give me a nice roll. That's why I've been buttering him up.
The way you talk reminds me of someone.
That's my job. Comes with the territory. Since Script Planet is a movie-themed restaurant, we waiters are all undiscovered actors who wait on tables while imitating known actors. This week I've been assigned a role as a Marxist actor of the Grouchian subset. It's much easier than being myself, especially with all the available documentation.
I'm famished.
Oh, that's easy to fix. Imagine a steaming bowl of urine about to overflow. Then toss fistfuls of the bowl's contents against the blades of a running fan, lick your fingers, and...
Gross. You've ruined my appetite.
See just how easy that was? Don't thank me for it. Jonah Johnson, here to help.
I'm gonna go keep begging and stuff.
Jonah Johnson, at your service. My friends call me JJ. You can simply call me Nothing.
Se em algum momento eu precisar de ator ou de garçom.
It leads to the inside of Script Planet. No, I see a bit of light and would rather avoid the risk.
Não vai entrar agora, né?
That's the dining area in a restaurant. Looks empty. Oh wait, there's a guy asleep at one of the tables, I think.
O cara da 23.
Well, actually it's not a window. It's just a thick glass panel that doesn't open or close.
Agora que eu tenho gancho, eu posso abrir isso aqui.
Great idea.
Ó, boa ideia. Boa das macacadas.
There's something down there. Looks like an anti-gas helmet. Headgear with more or less the same purpose as a gas mask, but in the form of a helmet. Whilst mounted therein, the intrepid window washers of New York restore the shine and transparency to the windows of our beloved metropolis.
Vai lá então.
Let's see if it works. Holy pterodactyl! What a humongous bird! Judging by its amazing height and the electrical storm brewing, I wouldn't be surprised if it were struck by lightning at any moment. Hey, judging by the height I'm at and the electrical storm brewing, I wouldn't be surprised if Bennett's recordings fell from the sky at any moment.
Segundo pedido não deu certo.
The lightning that struck before broke the joint between the left drumstick and the breast. It's rather dark inside. I don't get it.
Aqui já é o prédio do Bennett, é.
Not too shabby at all. Looks like crazy people are quite a profitable business. But I've got to get over there no matter how. It's not all that far, but I doubt I could catapult myself that distance.
Se eu quebrar o que falta da perna do frango?
Let's think about this for a second. Its left leg is loose at the top. If I unweld it at the bottom, and I get it to fall towards Bennett's building, I'll have a slide. Okay, let's do this.
Quase.
Darn, it's short by a couple of feet. I'll lower the elevator just in case. I'll run to get enough momentum to go those last few feet. Good plan. It'll be the riskiest thing I've ever done, but something tells me I'm not gonna bite the dust tonight. I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be. Whoa! No, 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 no! Gina! Don't worry. I got a blowtorch. I'll burn the ropes and... What's wrong?
This is for burning me.
Ow! But...
This one's for all you put me through. And this one? Come here.
How's the report coming along, Judge?
I need more time, if you want them to believe it.
Think about your daughter. Write faster. Wasabi, the girl.
Oh, you've disappointed me, my darling. Not so good with ropes, huh? False alarm, everything's cool.
I just arranged to meet with the buyer of the tram tonight. Move it.
Right away, feel me.
Gotta find out what's going on. This is some major news. I gotta tell Brian. I hope he didn't get hurt.
Segundo tobogã da noite. Segundo desmaio da noite.
He's probably fine, but how can I really know for sure? It's the extra string Wasabi left behind when he tied me to the radiator. You gotta admit, it's much more reliable than handcuffs. I used up all the juice in those containers to fill the bucket. I'll take 2. They're empty. But they may be useful for something. Who knows? I'm sure Bennett has never touched a single one of those cleaning products. Take that? Impossible. What a terrible place to keep clothes. They must get full of dust. No, the scarf ended up coming in handy because it was so wide that I had plenty of space to write on. But this stuff? I thought maybe Brian would be here to calm me down. I hope he's all right. How weird. I'd swear that wasn't there before. Could Brian have dropped it? But what would he be doing with a funnel? Smells nice. Clean, unironed clothes. No, besides the scarf, I didn't see anything I'd take. I hate ironing. I hope I don't have to do that menial task anymore in the near future. It finally cooled off. I've got to figure out a way to talk to Brian, no matter what. Brian? You there? Nothing. He's so far down he can't hear me. But if I scream louder, Tarantula is sure to hear me again.
E o que ela tem para falar com o Brian?
Strong stuff. It's used to tie up packages. They're empty. This is madness. From the looks of this joint, I'm assuming Bennett never ironed. He probably had a maid who did it for him.
Telefone de lata?
There's something to that idea, but it needs a bit more planning first.
Tem que furar as latas.
Yeah, I guess it should pierce through the plastic without a hitch. Ready.
Não é lata, é plástico. Furou.
Not that I listened much in school, but a while back, Brian told me about this dumb thing I keep remembering ever since. It was some sort of contraption you made by connecting 2 yogurt containers with a wire. Something like this, though I haven't attached one of the juice containers yet because I don't know how long I need the string to be. I haven't tied the other container to it yet because I don't know how much string I need to have between them. That's it? You're really inspired today, girl.
Ainda bem que é plástico, vai bater de leve na cabeça dura dele. É, nem bateu.
Brian? Brian, can you hear me? Brian? Brian?
I finally got my memory back. Thanks to you, Gina.
Good, because I have something to tell you. Listen up. This is important. I followed Wasabi because Tarantula was telling him something about the Trantonite. And
The sale will take place here tonight. The Italians are sending their man. Name is Furio, with the 10 million bucks at 3 in the morning.
So that's what this is all about? All the deaths? Just for money?
For a lot of money. And let's not forget the pleasure of killing. Pay attention, Wasabi. We gotta be ready for another visit.
What visit's that?
Vasco's coming here tonight.
The dead bloke?
He's alive. He's
Oh.
incredibly tenacious. Half-Vet still at stand guard.
A mafia hotshot named Furio. Thanks, Gina. You just gave me a brilliant idea. Thanks, Gina. You may not understand how, but you just gave me an amazing plan.
I don't, huh? So why do you think I told you about it?
Okay. Calm down. I'll take it from here. Tarantula is waiting for an Italian mafia kingpin to bring $10 million at 3 in the morning. If I hand over that same amount before the mafia kingpin gets here, while I'm dressed up as a mafia kingpin, I could set some sort of trap. But it can't be me who goes in. They're obviously expecting me. So here's the plan. 1. Find a volunteer to pretend he's the mafia kingpin.
Tem
2.
garçom.
Disguise him well enough so they fall for it. 3. Get $10 million. 4. Give my volunteer some sort of trap to take out Tarantula when he enters the penthouse. And all of that before 3 in the morning? Thank you very much. Doesn't seem too difficult.
Não, tranquilo. Principalmente os 10 milhões de dólares.
Man, a lot of clothes must fit in there. Fascinating. Even more bags of dirty laundry. Leave 'em be.
Como que eu tô dentro da lavanderia? Se eu estava do lado de fora?
Even rotund Tom
absurdo.
Finnegan, scriptwriter extraordinaire, would fit inside.
Vai dizer que isso aqui é na rua, eu só cliquei. Vá para... Ah, ele caiu pelo duto já dentro da lavanderia. Aquela janela era para fora da lavanderia que ele olharia, tá certo? Ô, burro, não presta atenção nas coisas.
They're full of white plastic bags like the ones in the tanks, but these ones are empty. I don't think they'd be of any use. The door is open. The only thing in here are stacks of leaflets. Not much of a loot. The Pink Iguana? Where have I heard of that place before?
Cartões do Pink Iguana?
Everything in the one on the left is worthless. And in the one on the right, there's a suit. Nothing of interest in the card on the left. But on the right, there's a suit. Pants, jacket, shirt, tie, but it's really wrinkled. It's clean, but it looks like someone took a siesta on top of it.
É, já tem um terno de mafioso também. Terno preto.
I'd spend my whole day going up and down, but I might get dizzy. I think they lead out to the alley. Wait, those doors can't be opened from the outside, and I may need to come back in later on. It's decided. I won't leave here until I can set up a system allowing me to open the doors from the outside.
Tem que arranjar alguma coisa para garantir de segurar a porta.
Great view from up there. You get a full panorama to a distance of at least 10 feet.
Ah, era essa janela que ele olhava lá, que eu pensei que ele estava do lado de fora.
Ew! Who could have left that out there?
É o lenço que a Dina queimou com ferro.
Hey, it's not a rag. It's a scarf with strange markings. Call the police. Yeah, sure. Just what I need to do right now.
Mas se eu amarrar o lenço na tranca da porta para garantir que volta, eu não vou poder usar esse lenço para pegar o clorofórmio lá no tubo do roteirista. Mas primeiro tentar aqui então.
I've got it. The scarf is so thin that I can slip it under the door, and if I tie one end to the bar that opens the door, I can just tug on the other end from the outside and presto! It's open sesame time. Perfect. I'm sure that'll work.
Tem que voltar lá no artista.
Would you mind if I don't smoke?
Are you sure you're a good actor? Prove it.
I don't like that idea. There are probably better ways to waste my time.
Come on, just try.
I don't think that will come in handy. Hey, that might just work.
Hey, you're imitating me.
Great idea.
Great work.
Presto. I'll try again.
Hey, no need to continue. I'm convinced. You can stop imitating me now.
No reason to do that for the time being.
Okay, stop pretending to be me.
I wonder how that could be useful to me.
Because I just learned how to slam a good punch and my hands are feeling a bit itchy.
Sir, you've convinced me. Nothing like a sock and a kisser to promote dialogue.
You look pretty healthy considering the life you live.
A veritable disaster. I'm in such good shape that I spend entire days at the hospital. The doctors think it may be some strange disease. Okay, me neither.
Tem que tocar de novo para ter uma conversa diferente? Ou vai ficar repetindo?
Despite the apparent lack of any millionaire ladies, I'll speak to you for a while, but don't think that sets any precedent.
How do you think you do at playing an Italian mafia thug?
Oh, mamma mia, your papa is dead, and your grandpapa is dead. Your great-grandpapa is dead. Your great-great-grandpapa dead. Your great-great-great-grandpapa, he too, dead. All dead.
Perfect. Now listen up. I need you to play a starring role as Furio, the Italian mafia kingpin, and hand $10 million over to Tarantula, a psychopathic, ruthless mercenary.
A piece of cake, but the script. I am a method actor, you know. Without the script, I have no confidence, and without the confidence, I cannot act. And if I cannot act, the mercenary, she cut my little jewels of the familia off of my little body. And with my little jewels of the familia cut off, oh, mamma mia.
Okay, I'll get you a script then. We got a deal?
Someday I'll ask you for a favore. In the meantime, yes, get me the script.
Well, it seems getting my hands on a script will be easy.
Vamos lá no meu escritor favorito. Já que eu te dei uma história, agora...
Hey, Tom.
What do you need?
I found the perfect buyer for the script about the nerdy guy.
But we hardly even sketched it out.
Our buyer wants me to write a scene for him that he thought of.
Shoot. Here we go again. Back with the old creative producers. What does the scene involve?
Furio, an Italian mafia thug, goes into Tarantula's lair, 'cause she has a precious stone called Trentonite. In exchange for the stone, Furio will give her $10 million.
And the dramatic tension? Where's the dramatic tension?
The appointment was at 3 in the morning, but Furio arrived way early because he's kind of a nervous type.
So Tarantula wasn't comfortable with the whole affair, and Furio had to convince her he wasn't an imposter.
That would work.
Okay. How many golden chickens do you see on my desk?
1.
Good eye, pal. When you see 2, I'll write the scene for that producer. In the meantime, I'll stick to polishing the plot. I've got to narrate.
What is this silliness about the golden chicken?
It is not silliness. It is theft. You've seen 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You, right?
Of course. It won a golden chicken. It's a classic. And what a script.
Thank you very much, pal. Yours truly here authored it.
You wrote 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You? But they've made sequels and a series and... You should be filthy rich.
Yes. But someone stole my script and kept the chicken, the money, and the recognition.
Who stole your script for 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You?
I can't remember his name. A novice of a writer. A boozed-up clown who was always falling asleep after lunch, no matter what greasy spoon he was in.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
Cara que come e dorme em qualquer lugar é o cara da mesa 23. Tem que ser, né?
If the last thing I was told is true, it might be worth the risk. There's my chicken. I bet that's the one they gave him for stealing the script of 5,000 Ways to Say I Love You. No, the way he's holding on to it, he's sure to notice its weight missing on his stomach.
Ah! Colocar alguma coisa parecida.
It's shaped almost the same, and even though it weighs slightly more, it should do the trick. Shoot, he almost woke up. The piece of rubble is nearly perfect for switching with the golden chicken. Too bad it doesn't weigh a tiny bit less.
Pouquinho menor. Mais leve.
Just call me Brian Angelo.
O Indiana Jones.
This should be called 5,000 Ways to Drive Brian Crazy. But the payback is always worthwhile in the end.
What do you need?
I need to tell you that I see 2 golden chickens on your desk.
Yeah, I see them. I'm looking at them. All right, have a seat while I write the Furio and Tarantula scene for our buyer. Mister, you've got your script here.
Go, look, take, speak with, use with. The eternal questions. Huh? Thanks, Tom. I'll make good use of it. Perfect. Thanks to this, Jonah will help me out for sure. And the best part is that my anti-tarantula plan is getting closer and closer to being complete.
Eu tenho que examinar o plano de novo?
1. The volunteer. Done. Jonah will be my actor, and I'll hand the script over to him when everything is about ready. 2. The costume. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten very far on this task. 3. Get $10 million. Okay, my fundraising efforts are not going well. I don't have a dime. 4. The trap. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten very far on this task.
Ainda falta coisa pro disfarce. A mala.
I see many uses it might have in the plan I've cooked up, but not the way it looks right now. Great idea. Done. I think it'll work great as part of the Mafia Kingpin costume. What kind of shady deal could go down without including a silver briefcase? I can use it as a prop, forming part of the Mafia Kingpin getup.
Então era
Now I
isso.
just need to find the main part of the outfit.
Vai ter que pôr o dinheiro na mala, e o dinheiro vai ser...
The pink iguana. That sounds so familiar. But not because I've actually been there, you realize. Not a bad idea, but perhaps I should do something with all those little pieces of paper before sticking them inside.
Será que o ladrão de roteiro tem dinheiro? Oh, tem.
Pretty cool, huh? If you insist. Beggars can't be choosy.
Já roubou o suficiente.
Exactly $1,500. Hey, that might just work. If I place one bill on top of each stack of leaflets in exactly the right way, it could pass for $10 million. Well, that's one less thing on my anti-tarantula plan to-do list. That's it. I think it's becoming clearer and clearer to me just what the tarantula trap could consist of. But I've got to put on the old thinking cap again. Done.
Notas de verdade em cima e os papéis embaixo. Velho golpe.
If it weren't so wrinkled, I could use it as a part of my anti-tarantula plan.
Ah, a roupa tá amassada.
Let's check out just how silly the idea of tying the scarf to the bar on the door was.
É, deu certo.
Turns out my crazy idea works after all.
Agora eu tenho que ir naquele super latão de roupa suja e chamar a Dina pelo telefone.
Gina, everything okay?
Yes, Brian.
I saw an iron up there before, didn't I?
Yes?
Perfect. I'm going to tie a suit, shirt, and tie to the wire. You just pull it up, then lower it back down to me, all nice and ironed. Can you do that, honey? Hello? Gina? You there? Hey! No reason to be so rude. Hey, I didn't do such a bad job. The best part is that with this and the silver briefcase, I now have a complete Mafia Kingpin costume ready to go. One less thing to do.
Cloroforme. Cloroforme na mala de dinheiro.
Good plan. I'll spray the leaflets with the chloroform, and when Tarantula opens up the briefcase, she'll immediately faint.
Boys and girls, do not try this at home, especially on $10 million.
Cool. I realize now that I've got the costume, the 10 million bucks, and basically everything for the perfect trap. All I have to do is get the anti-gas helmet to Gina and dress up my volunteer. Here we go. The time has come to put my plan into action. You look awesome, Jonah. I'm sure they'll fall for it.
Sir, perfection is my only defect.
No, Jonah. Remember, you're supposed to be Furio.
Mamma mia! I almost put my foot in the mouth of myself!
Well, don't worry about it. Come on, Jonah. You can do this. No performance is beyond your acting skill.
I can do it! It is possible! Impossible! I cannot!
Why cannot you?
I am scared, like a little chicken.
Scared?
The stage of fright, the most monstrous, hugest man I ever seen in front of the building door. Mekidiko, man. It is a bull. It is a gargantuan bull of a Spanish matador. I don't move from here until the bull goes arrivederci. Capisce?
All right, yeah. Capito. Guess I have no other choice. Let's go check out the bull of the Spanish matador. Jonah's right. That ox is huge. But it doesn't matter. I have to get him to shoe, or my plan goes awry. Let's hope it doesn't fall down.
Então, o plano é carregar o Fatzilla até lá.
No doubt Tarantula has posted him there to avoid unexpected visits. I don't think that's a good... Wait, I can provoke him into chasing me and get him away from the main entrance that way, but where do I run to? Beyond the shadow of a doubt, one of the most brilliant ideas I've come up with in years. Come on, let's get this over with. Hey, Fatso! You waiting for somebody? It's me, Brian. Brian Basco. The bull is beaten. Now I'll find Jonah.
You are sure? No more bull of the Spanish matador?
Of course not, Jonah.
Bene, it is arrived, the moment of my starring role. I come to you, great seventh art. Furio is here!
I know exactly what you're thinking. That I'm gonna send the hack actor into the fire while I just kick back and relax, right? Well, you've got it wrong.
Signorina Tarantula, where is the miraculous stone?
You're early.
Oh, mamma mia. My mother, she made the fettuccine all'arrabbiata that is like for licking the fingers, and she said, Furio, my sweet boy, don't come home late from killing the people or the pasta. It becomes like the sole of a wet shoe. Ma, what a lousy screenwriter has written this crappy dialogue. You're right, I'm early, and so what?
The cash.
Signorina Tarantula, it is a pleasure to do the business with you. Right to the point.
Bad hair day. Miss Palmer, nice dress.
I owe you my life, and especially my daughter's. Consider yourself a free man, Mr. Basco. Tomorrow I'll make it official. Now, there's a lot of work to be done. The police are on their way.
Is anyone gonna come untie me?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
E o meu cabelo era falso. Wasabi de peruca, força na peruca.
Signorina Tarantula, it is always a pleasure to do the business with you. Always to the point. I'll give the Trentonite to the Sandretti brothers pronto. Enjoy the $10 million.
Are you impressed? We robbed the Sandrettis for the second time.
It could become our specialty, till they find out it's just volcanic rock.
One thing. How'd you get in here?
It was easy. I started a telepathic conversation with Alpha, who disintegrated my body and sent my particles to a parallel dimension where Bennett was living on the ground floor. Then he reintegrated them, returning me to our dimension and...
This is not the detonator! Knock it down at the door! Ragazzi!
Run!
Time is running out, fading clouds of blood. There's no hope if we stay here. Run away with me from this maddening world. We'll be there if we stop. Time is running out, fading clouds of blood. There's no hope if we stay here. Run away with me
Foi legal.
from this maddening world. We'll be there if we stop now. Speak out loud. Make up your mind. You can run from the
O mais legal, pelo menos, é que nesse terceiro jogo, várias coisas eles faziam sozinhos depois que a gente descobria o que era.
Let me hear your voice. I won't let you down.
Muito embora em algumas, como aquela no garçom ali, tivesse que ficar repetindo.
From this maddening world. We'll be there if we stop right now.
Mas até foi uma boa série para distração. Nada inesquecível, mas bom passatempo.
When I saw how much you hurt me, I bought the devil his soul. When he saw how much I love you, the devil sold me his soul. Now my dear, I can't do nothing but hate, and all my hate
Pra
is
mim
for
ainda tem um
you.
valor especial, porque quando eu
I
joguei...
bought the devil his
Os primeiros não,
soul.
acho que quando eu joguei já existia os três. Mas era uma época que estava difícil achar adventure games. Então a descoberta desse foi um fator de comemoração e que pode ter ajudado na avaliação.
Intolerable, unendurable, insufferable! This game is even worse than the previous one. It's got tons of pixel hunting and more bugs than that entomologist in Chapter 3. The plot's impossible to follow. The puzzles are all completely unbelievable. The dialogue couldn't be any duller. The drawings look like they were doodled by some cross-eyed artists, and the colors remind me of bubblegum. The characters have got too much texture. The visual effects look like kindergartners did them. The animations were just thrown together. And the music, it sounds like some synthesizer from the 80s. To sum it all up, I loved it. They don't have me locked up in a loony bin for nothing, right?
Ah, ele não morreu. Acertou na estrela. Ah, legal. Usou o biribó com peruca. Então é isso. Então o William Dafoe foi assim que ele conseguiu sobreviver e participar do outro jogo do Beyond Two Souls. Então é isso. Hoje vamos ficando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, o acompanhamento de mais uma jogatina de um game completo do início ao fim, aliás, de uma série completa do início ao fim nos 3 episódios. Desejo boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.